friends, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into today's video, I would like to thank everybody that showed me so much love in last week's video where I talked about my new job. I'm super grateful for the love. Thank you for the kind messages. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Now, moving on to today's video, I'm going to be talking about some tech roles that you can learn this year that don't require any coding skill. Now, this video is a follow-up video from a previous one that I made a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to link it here just so you find it. And there in that video, I talked about some coding, roles that you can get into in 2022, specifically software development, data science, data analysts, and so on. You can watch that video if you're interested in finding more. Now, in this video, I'm going to shine the light on the areas that don't require you to have any coding skills. There is a misconception in tech that people think that you need to have some form of, coding background, or you need to have graduated with like a computer science degree to work in tech. But that's not the truth. The truth is there are several different roles in tech that are in demand. Some of them requires you to have like some form of coding experience, while others don't. That's why in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 5 in-demand non-coding tech roles that you can get into this year. So the first role we're going to talk about is product design. Product design is a process of imagining, creating, and iterating products that solves users' problems or solves a specific market need. A product designer is responsible for exploring product problems, designing solutions to those problems, and implementing changes based on users' feedback and the business strategy. As a product designer, you're not only tasked with creating designs or improving the user experience of your designs, but you're also tasked with thinking about the product's strategy and how that would fit into your design solutions. A product designer responsibilities involve creating intuitive experiences and designing user interfaces that fit into the user's needs. They work with engineers and product managers to define the product strategy and short-term and long-term goals for where the product is going. They give and solicit feedback from end users to constantly improve the quality of the products. They also perform design reviews to help team members and stakeholders know what you're currently working on and the product ideas that they have. The average pay for a product designer in the Netherlands is 59k, and this data is based off what I got from a website called salaryexpert.com, and have it in mind that this varies based on location. So for every figure that I mentioned in video, just know that it might not be correct or it might not fit into your current location. The next role I'd like to talk about is product managers. Product managers play an important role in the product development circle. They are the ones that are responsible for planning, executing, maintaining, and seeing the project from ideation to closure. Product managers are in charge of leading the team, defining goals, communicating with stakeholders, and also seeing the project to closure. Some of the tasks of a product manager involves creating the goals and vision for the project. They also manage the project roadmap where they put in, for example, based on each quarter, what the team should be working on. They also manage stakeholders' expectations by always communicating with stakeholders on what the progress of the project is. Now, an important skill for product managers is communication, because they are literally in the middle between the engineers and the stakeholders, so they're the ones communicating what the status of the product is. So communication is a very important skill to have if you're thinking of becoming a product manager. Now, the average pay for a product manager in the Netherlands is 46k, and again, this depends on if you're living in the Netherlands. The next role I have on my list is community manager. There's been a rise in the demand for community managers, and this is because companies now see the benefit of building a community around the product. That's why now is a good time to become a community manager. But first, who is a community manager? They are responsible for building, managing, and growing the company's online community by engaging with the users and customers for the products. Now, their day-to-day includes managing the online community. This could be Slack or Discord, having conversations with the customers and helping them solve their problems, monitoring and tracking feedback that customers and users relay on the platforms that they are managing. They work closely with marketing and PR to engage with the customers online and also inside of the community. They could have communities on Discord or on Slack. They could also be the ones managing the Twitter channels or the LinkedIn or Facebook channels for the company. Now, the average pay for a community manager is somewhere around 43k per year, and again, this data is based off data for the Netherlands. Next role is tech sales representative. A technical sales representative is a person who promotes and sells a company's product. They speak with potential customers to understand their needs and explain how their product is going to serve the purpose of solving the problem that the customers are facing. Now, the daily activities for a tech sales representative involves them, talking to customers or pitching their products to customers. They also go on to analyze customers' needs and recommend products for the customers to buy, and also sharing how your products will satisfy the customers' needs. They also write reports and send proposals for clients or vendors interested in purchasing their products. They find new customers and create a potential buyer relationship with the customer. Because they work on the business side of things and the financial path, they are also tasked with negotiating prices with potential customers. They also travel to meet clients and customers in conferences. For example, when you go to conferences, there are a lot of vendors there, and their goal is to try and see how many customers that they can get from those conferences. Average pay for a tech sales representative in the Netherlands is 55k. The next role I'd like to share with you is called Customer Success Manager. Now, the demand for customer success managers has grown over the years, and this is because when you think about tech sales, that's just the first step in the process. You want to be able to get customers, but you want to also be able to keep them and keep the relationship between that customer growing, and that's where customer success managers comes in. So a customer success manager is tasked with maintaining the customer relationship with the clients that the tech sales representative bring into the company. Their day-to-day responsibility involves developing a healthy customer relationship, training their customers on how to use the products. Also, they help resolve issues and problems faced by customers after onboarding them into the product. And they build trust and transparency with the clients and also encourage them to upgrade their products when required. When you think about sales representatives and customer success managers, they are kind of like a thread, they are kind of related. How I think about the relationship between sales representatives and customer success managers is that sales gets you the customers, while customer success managers help maintain the relationship you have with your customers, and they help make that relationship continue going. Okay, we've covered some different roles in tech that don't require you to have any coding skills, with their responsibility and average pay in the Netherlands. Now, if you're interested in looking into these roles, I will leave some links in the description that will give you some more information on how to actually get into these different roles and areas in tech. I hope you found the video helpful. If you know any other roles that I did not mention in this video, please leave it in the description for other people to find. And finally, I'm very curious to know if you're thinking about getting into tech and you're not interested in coding, which of these roles will you get into? Please leave a comment in the comment section. I would like to hear your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.